This video is sponsored by Skillshare. You want the cinematic look, you want the flares, but you don't want to spend $3,000 or pull focus manually on every shot. That's where the Sirui 40mm T1.8 Autofocus Anamorphic lens comes in. With the GH7, you're gonna get all those things for under $800. I shot a field test with it, no gimbals, no fancy rigs, just handheld on the GH7. And I was shocked by what this lens could do. In this video, I'll break down how it performs, what it looks like, and why this may be the most beginner-friendly anamorphic lens ever made. The Sirui 40mm Anamorphic is a 1.33 times squeeze. It's gonna come in an E mount, X mount, Z mount, and MFT with either a neutral or a blue flare. Thanks to Sirui, I was able to test it on the GH7, which is a micro four thirds mount. This is a very compact anamorphic lens, and what they pack in this is pretty incredible. On the front, you have a 77mm thread and actually a switch to take off the click from the T-stop ring if you want. Then you have a lock button and you can toggle the autofocus on and off. Overall, it's got a nice build to it. It's not weather sealed, so you want to make sure that if you are out in the elements, you want to be covered. But the thing I like about this anamorphic lens is that it's not heavy at all. So if you wanted to just go handheld, I mean, you have a nice light setup with this anamorphic, but it's also perfect for tossing on a gimbal because it's not adding a bunch of extra weight. Now, I feel like on a lens like this, having a T1.8 is honestly incredible, and even more so having that speed on a micro four thirds sensor. So here are some test shots with the Sirui 40mm T1.8 anamorphic with the autofocus on, combined with the great autofocus that is in the GH7.
So handsome, oh, you have your way, and it's making me weaken. You and your stardust, walking like that. It's really getting too much, but I can't pull back. Though I try to resist, I can't fight this.
Now with this combo, I really thought the autofocus worked great. Sometimes once you go into anamorphic modes on other cameras, you're gonna lose some of those autofocus settings. But I thought in the open gate setting at 24 frames per second, it tracked her face excellent. And then when I went into 4K 120, I did lose face tracking and human detect, but as long as I kept things centered kind of in the focus square, I thought it moved pretty quickly. Now combined with the GH7, I really do think this is a perfect combo because of the great autofocus that the GH7 has, but also because of the fantastic anamorphic settings that LUMIX cameras have in general. So not only are you getting a bunch of anamorphic de-squeeze display settings on the GH7 and other LUMIX cameras, you also have the image stabilization for anamorphic. And so that's gonna allow you to do a lot more just handheld shots, not having to worry about carrying a gimbal with you. Now you did notice that I shot some of the anamorphic in an open gate setting, a 5.8K open gate setting on the GH7, and then I also switched over to more of a 16:9 aspect ratio, especially for that 4K 120. Personally, I kind of like that 16:9 aspect ratio with the 1.33 squeeze, and I thought that gave it just a little bit more of what you would think of a traditional anamorphic look. We need to have a serious conversation for a sec. I've been talking with a lot of freelance videographers, and I've experienced this myself as well, but it's sometimes hard to get clients. And as much as I would love for just our work to speak for itself, we need to do a better job of marketing. And we might be great behind a camera, but we might not be great at marketing, and that's where my sponsor Skillshare comes in. Skillshare has classes and lessons specifically for marketing, especially social media. I personally use organic social media as one of my marketing tools. So building awareness and engagement around those social media posts is really important to me. And the thing I like about Skillshare is that the classes and the lessons are taught by creators like me. Skillshare Skillshare is the largest online learning community for creatives. So this is great. You can start with some beginner classes and then move on to more advanced classes if you want to take your marketing to the next level. So get this, the first 500 people to use my link in the description will receive a 1-month free trial of Skillshare. So hit the link, get started with Skillshare, and do a better job of marketing your video business. Now, I do think there are a couple things that you might want to take into consideration if you want to use this Sirui 40mm T1.8 Anamorphic with autofocus. You know, the flares are not over-exaggerated. They're pretty subtle when it comes to the actual flare that you get across your screen. This lens that Sirui sent me is more of the neutral flare, and I think with the neutral flare, it's even a little less dramatic. And I will say with the 1.33 as well, it's not gonna be a super oval, you know, background bokeh if you have lights in the background. It's not gonna be super dramatic when it comes to that background. But at T1.8, you are gonna be able to get some good like separation, especially if you have a lot of depth in your shot. Now I'm gonna say this again, and this is very important, especially where I live personally, is that this lens is not weather sealed. So if you are out in the elements, you do need to protect it. The GH7 is weather sealed, but the Sirui 40mm is not. So make sure you have some type of weather guard on there if you want to shoot out in the elements. Now this lens was fun to use, especially on the GH7 with the image stabilization. I think it's a perfect run and gun style anamorphic lens. So if you want to get into anamorphic filmmaking or documentaries, like this setup is a great setup for that style of work. This setup is great for taking with you, pulling out of your camera bag, doing some street style videography, or just making YouTube videos. And it is great for those creators who want anamorphic without all the complexity that comes with sometimes using anamorphic lenses. Now I'm just gonna go out on a limb and say that this might be the most usable, easiest to use anamorphic lens for the GH7 and a bunch of those other mounts that I mentioned earlier. So drop your thoughts down in the comments just about anamorphic shooting in general, but more specifically about the 40mm T1.8 autofocus anamorphic lens from Sirui. Is this the type of lens that would get you into anamorphic filmmaking if you haven't already? If you want to learn more about Lumix cameras and other filmmaking gear, hit that subscribe button. And I have a video popping up right here where I go through all of my settings on the GH7. So if you just got your hands on the GH7 and want to know how to set it up for video, go check that video out. It's popping up right here, and I'll see you over there.